Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new TechTale guide. Today we are going to be discussing God statues. God statues are a very quick monthly that you can do to gain some free construction experience and either prayer or slayer experience. Due to how overpowered it is, I would recommend doing this every month as long as you need experience in one of the two skills. There is nothing that will give you better experience for free. Now, I do want to note that this experience does scale off your level, so I would highly recommend waiting until you have trained a bit to do these, and to do them on the last day of the month as long as you're still training one of these three skills at some point during the month. That way you can get the maximum gains from every single month of God statues. So, there are no requirements to start doing these, but there will only be 3 of the 5 statues available to you with a fresh account, meaning that you will not get maximum gains until you have unlocked the other 2. The first one is a relatively early game thing to unlock. All you have to do is to get access to Canifis, which comes very early in the game. The 5th and final statue is a bit harder to get to. It's in the lost city of Prifindis. If you don't have the Plague's End quest already done, it is a bit of a hard quest to get completed, but it is a good milestone to reach with any account. Don't worry though, if you don't have that unlocked already, you can do the other 4 statues without this requirement and just look forward to getting the 5th one in the future. Hey everyone, so I'm just going to go through a typical month and go to all of the statues I would usually go to. The first one is going to be here in Lumbridge. It is right next to the ham entrance and the cow pen. I'm going to go ahead and I always personally do the prayer XP option. For here it's Zilliana. Just different statues either give you Slayer or Prayer. There's always going to be one that gives you Prayer and the other ones will give you Slayer. If you do choose the Slayer option, you do have to kill a Fanatic or something like that. I never do that because I feel like the Prayer XP is much better than the Slayer XP. So, what it does is it's going to bring up a little interface that says you need 20 pieces of scaffolding. The highest one is 5 and the lowest one is 2. They're always going to be at least 2 high. So let's go ahead and put the 2 here. Now what I personally do is I will just bring them all the way up to 5 until I run out of scaffolding. So I have 3 of them at 5, another one at 3, and the other one at 2. It meets all their conditions. He says first one's good, middle one is good, 4th column is not high enough. So we know these other 3 are not good because he said that this one wasn't high enough and he didn't check these off as good. So what I'm going to do is just change them all up. I took 2 off of here and put 1 on both of them. Just changes the amount. That actually does not work because it needs to be lowest of 2. So let's go ahead and make this the lowest, see if that's what it is. So yes, the 2nd column was the lowest. That was a good guess. 4th column is not high enough. So we have the solution. Because we have to use that amount of scaffolding, this one wasn't high enough, so we had to make it 1 higher, and then obviously we had to make this one lower because we only have 20 scaffolding. And this should be exactly what we wanted. After it shows this little animation, we will be getting construction experience like I was mentioning in the summer or the beginning part of this. It does take a couple seconds. I have to reload. And then all we have to do is pray at this. So as you can see, we got our 34,000 construction experience and 17,000 prayer experience. I am 99. And this is scaling, so depending on what level you are, you may get a different amount. But this is the amount you're going to be getting at 99. It's very good experience. Unfortunately, you can only do this once a month. I am going to be going to the next couple of statues. I will meet you there. Okay, so we are here. We are directly southeast of the Canifis Lodestone, assuming that you already have that unlocked. It does take a couple of quests just to get into Canifis, but they're rather simple early game quests. Again, we're just going to be going ahead and using the prayer option because that's always what I pick. If you accidentally pick the wrong option, not a big deal. You can always just select another option later. You just cancel out of it and restart it. So as always, again, I am going to Start off with 5 in the highest ones, as many as I can off to the left. This is just the way I personally do it. I know there's probably a better way to do it. Ooh. So, we know that everything here is wrong because not a single one counted. So let's just take these all down one, bring this up to 5 so that we make sure we have a 5. Take this down one more and bring this up one. Right now we're just kind of shooting in the dark trying to find one. It was a good thing that we've had this happen, because sometimes it does happen where you just guess horribly wrong. First and last column is good, middle is not high, or yeah, not high enough. So we know this one isn't 5, it also wasn't 2. So let's go ahead, and I think we already tried 3 here, and 2 has to be the lowest as well. So it's either this one or this one. He's kind of using simple logic to get this figured out. So we're gonna go ahead and let's just make this a 5, because we do still need the 5 stack 1. There we go. So because we just kind of took a guesstimate and we ended up figuring it out in the end. Again, we're going to be getting the same exact amount of experience. We just have to wait for this extremely long cutscene here. And then we will be getting our 34,000 construction experience and 17,000 prayer experience. We just got that construction experience to pop and the prayer experience. Again, I'm going to be showing you the last 3 locations. If you guys have any more questions about the scaffolding, I'm not going to be showing that anymore because it seems pretty self-explanatory. If all else fails, you can always just guess over and over again until you finally figure it out. And you'll eventually figure it out, just keep guessing. But I'm going to show you the last 3 locations, and then we will be over with this video. So the third location is going to be just south of, I can barely not right click it there. Let's see if I can get a little corner. I'll just move a couple squares up. It's the Yanil, there we go. Yanil lodestone. We're just directly south of that. So we're going to be going ahead and making this statue. Again, I'm going to be picking Grardor. Let's go with Grardor for the prayer experience, again, because it's the better option in my opinion. As soon as I'm done with this, I will be showing the experience drop. There we go, we finished that up for him. We got our 34,000 construction experience and 17,000 prayer experience. So on to the next statue. It should be over in Berthorpe if I'm not mistaken. Okay, here we are at the 4th statue. As you can see, we are right in between Berthorpe, that's the Heroes Guild right here, and Taverley. You can use either of those lodestones and you will be getting relatively close to these. Again, I will be using Juna for this one for the prayer experience, because all others would be giving Slayer experience. Okay, so I do want to show you guys this just because it's a pretty unique one, the building of scaffolding. So the lowest is going to be 3 and the highest is going to be 4. That means you only have 2 options for every single one of these. So you can get it done in 2 guesses minimum. How we are going to be doing that is we are going to be just guessing one or the other. We have, apparently with this amount of scaffolding used, they're all going to be 4 except for 1 is going to be 3. So we're going to go ahead and take a guess. We didn't guess right. All we have to do is just flip out these 2. When you only have 2 options, it becomes very, very easy because any of them that aren't what they want, you just flip it with the other one. When you only have 3 options, it's a little bit harder, but you can get it done in 3 tries just by making sure you have every single scaffolding slightly different. That are like one different than what you had before. So it's pretty easy puzzle, honestly. If you don't fully understand it, again, just ask me down in the comments. I'll go ahead and answer any questions that you guys have. But you should be seeing here in a couple seconds, we got our 34,000 construction experience again. And as soon as I prayer here, we are going to be getting 17,000 prayer experience. Same as always. So we're going to be off to our last one. We are going to be going to Pryfindus. If you don't have this, don't worry. You don't have to do this one. It's just nice to have that, or nice to do all 5 every single month, just for that little bit extra experience. Actually, I'll just keep this clip running. All you have to do is teleport to the Pryfindus lodestone here, and just run to the west. A lot of people actually don't know that this one exists because it wasn't around when the god statues first came around. They added it along with Pryfindus, and it's a little bit out of the way, so almost nobody ever actually sees it. If you're doing this monthly, you should have realized by now that there was a 5th option for the prayer. As you can see here, we're going to be going to Queen Glariel. She's the elven queen or something like that. I forget exactly. Honestly, I skipped past a lot of the quests, but I know that we have Glariel's pendant to get into the waterfall area. So we are going to be making prayer experience as always because it's a little bit better in my opinion. And this is going to be a standard scaffolding, so I will be back as soon as that's done. Hey, so I just accidentally goofed. My OBS actually decided to stop recording, but as you can see down here, I did get the construction and prayer experience, and it did give me a chance to do the calculations that I forgot to do in advance. So, in total, from these 5 statues, we managed to get 86,000 prayer experience and 172,000 construction experience. And as you can see, that only took me about maybe 10 minutes to finish that all up. It's extremely good experience for how quickly they could be done. So, that's about all I have about these. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed. If you did, subscribe down below, leave a like, and a comment if you so choose. As always, have a good one.